seems to be remind me of childhood memory. Every time I see something of a done, I sing that. Always gets a
Yeah, it's the rest of it as well. Cheers.
God bless you.
Hey, this is Fraser and I'm with ReBreak News, and this is Eric, the Busker. Nice to meet you.
Hi Fraser, how you doing?
How you doing today?
Great. Perfect day for
It's a
busking.
perfect day for busking, yeah. So what do you think about the current Dundee music scene at the moment?
I can't really comment on that because I'm only back here now for the day. I don't live in Dundee all the time, mostly in the winter. But as far as the busking scene's concerned, I know they're needing to bring in licences and license the buskers because there's too many and the quality's all over the place.
Yeah.
You know.
So where is it you're from?
I'm from Dundee originally, but I live in Ireland these days.
So do you ever come over to Dundee for gigs, or is there not enough
Not for gigs.
big gigs happening in Dundee for you?
Not enough gigs, no. I come over for just to busk, really, to play. But gigs, I mean, the bands I would like would be like Mogwai and stuff like that, like, you know, they're a bit more off the wall. So I tend to have to travel for gigs. The Caird Hall doesn't really cater for anything out of the mainstream.
Well, they've been trying with the Celestial Gardens gigs, so there's not been anything interesting to you that's been on yet.
Only because I haven't really been following it, because maybe there would have been. To be honest with you, it was John Lennon. I heard John Lennon saying very recently, I read him in an interview from a very old interview, and he preferred to hear a really good recorded CD than see a live band because the quality was so much better. I'd be the same.
Okay, I can't agree with that.
No, I understand that, yeah, but if we all agreed, it would be a terrible world.
So the only thing they're missing in Dundee music scene at the moment is a good rock bar, I think.
A rock bar? Oh, well, yeah, for sure, yeah. I mean, Rock's, it's not on its way out, but it's going underground. Mm-hmm. It's going more underground than it ever was before. The music scene, not the music scene in Dundee, the music scene in the world in the last 25 years is declining.
Well, the Dundee music scene did hit a high point in, I would say, 2006 with The View and the Doghouse and a lot of the indie bands that came out around about that time.
I wasn't here at the time. I was away. I'm an old fart now, like, you know. So even when I'm busking, the newest song I play is a Paolo Nutini one from 2006. That's the most modern song I can play.
Wow. So I do think Dundee, you would know, Dundee does have a lot of untapped potential when it comes to musicians. As a busker yourself, I wouldn't be surprised if you got a lot of people coming up and asking to play a song with you and things. Dundee is full of talent, but it just seems that sometimes there's just enough venues to showcase that talent.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the way the pub trade is going, because of the economy, smoking bans and all the rest of it, the pub scene is dying anyway, so there's just no outlets for music as much. Yeah. And mostly now what they tend to do is the pubs are all going for open mics so they can get their entertainment for free.
Yeah, I do like a good open mic though, to be honest with you, yeah. But I think you've got the right choice. I think you've got the right idea. Just give music to the people.
If you hate to have it, well, that's just why I prefer to play in the street than to play in the bar. If you play in the bar, you have a boss, and at the end of the night, the boss gives you X amount of money, whether you've been good or not. If you're in the street, if you're not good, you don't get paid.
Well, Dundee has an awesome music history, and it's a very musical town, and we appreciate hearing your songs.
I agree with you there. I would 100%.
Okay,
in fact, the ringtone on my telephone is Party Fears 2 by the Associates.
Oh, okay, yeah. I should give them a listen. We should.
Oh, if you never heard the Associates,
the one of Dundee's most famous bands. I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Eric.
Cheers,
Thank you. All the best.
God bless.